I need to do a test.
Okay, yep.
Yeah. Now the splitter doesn't really work. Well, as
So
in, it just doesn't work.
No effects, is that the...
Yeah, well, it's gonna have to be.
Yes.
I might actually get you on this side.
Okay.
So you guys just swap sides.
Rotate.
So it just means try not to move as much. More so for you, because you're a lot short.
Alright, can you get a
You grab that and pull it through.
Is my volume sounding? Excited to be here. It's a big match for both these sides. They've started okay. Want to start progressing up the table. Yeah, angle it a bit better.
Up against the Illawarra Stingrays here at Christie Park.
Can you just click in front of your mic? Yeah, cool. Can you speak again? Just give me a level, like if someone scores, like how high you are.
Okay. And there's a goal. Wait.
So, yeah, you just need
Hold
to be
on.
louder.
No.
Yeah, can you both speak at the same time now? So
Hello.
Alrighty. Excited for this round 4 match. Emily, what do you think of the Stingrays side?
Stingrays side looks good. They've only got 1 win on them, but always a good team.
Speak again.
Stingrays here have got a great team coming out, as we can see them warming up in the corner here.
Hello. Yeah, Stingrays looking good. They've obviously travelled up to Sydney for this game and they're in for a big one.
Cool. Thank you.
Cheers. Okay. Just check they've posted their damn lineup, these Stingrays. Round 4 NPL New South Wales women's action coming to you live here from Christie Park as the Gladesville Ravens host the Illawarra Stingrays in what could not be a more even matchup on paper. Both these sides started the season with 1 win, 2 losses, and they even are equal on goal difference, with that being 3. So I cannot wait for what should be a really exciting matchup. I'm Annabelle Bamfield. I'm joined now by Emily Arnold. What do you make of this game?
Hi, Annabelle. Good to be here. Yeah, it's a great game. It's looking very positive. We've got 2 teams that, as you said, are very even on paper, both looking to get more out of their games. They've both played well coming into these games and definitely deserve the win here.
Yeah, they're 2 sides that are really well built on paper, clubs that have been going along well these last few seasons and want to take that next step and become true contenders. Interestingly, they have played a similar team. They've both played at the Northern Tigers. Stingrays got the win 2-0. And it was the Ravens who actually lost 1-0, so maybe that's a sign of things to come, but this early in the season, tough to say. I'll get you started with your lineups for the home side. Starts with number 1, Eliza Coleman in goals. 4, Keisha Allen. 6, Gisela Pepino. 7, Cora Villa. 11, Morgan Roberts. 12, Angelina Scamardella. 14, Teal Kilbride. 17, Kaylee Shannon. 19, Lena Karmas. 36, Laura Murtagh. And 39, Miku Sunaga. Then on the bench for the Ravens, 8, Annie Halls. 18, Michaela Kent. 21, Natalie Sprout. 25, Monique Lekas. 29, Ellie Smith. 33, Phoebe Riley. And 42, Alethea Levi. And then for the Stingrays, travelling up from the Illawarra, they start with number 1, Kiara Roche in goals. 6, Jasmine Limon. 7, Chloe Middleton. 8, Ella Giles. 10, Aileen Williams. 12, Ruby Egan Brown. 17, Adelaide Thompson. 25, Annabella Pinkard. 27, Helena Halios Lewis. 30, Lucy Baggio. And 34, Brooklyn Hudson. And substitutes for the Stingrays, number 20, Lana El Cordy. 21, Caitlin Russell. 22, Brielle Masters. 26, Madison Kachia. 28, Emily Kelly. And 32, Madison Sawkins. And the Stingrays in their classic pink jerseys. Ravens, their home black and white stripes. Now, just before they kick off here, Emily, who are some of the key dangerous players to keep an eye on for both these sides?
I think both sides have some great players, but after last week for Stingrays, I think their goalkeeper, Kiara Roche, is one to look out for. She had an absolutely amazing game up against an attacking NSW. I think she's going to be one to look out for. As for the Ravens, up against Roche Day is Lena Karmas, an absolute stalwart in the Australian soccer scene. I think she's always one that you're going to have to be looking out for.
Absolutely, a wealth of experience, not just at the NPL New South Wales level, but plenty of A-League experience and even a good handful of Matilda's caps for Lena Karmas. So she is an important veteran that was a big pickup in the off-season. goalward. The wind is really picking up here at Christie. It's often known as one of the coldest grounds around the NPL. Still afternoon. Once it gets to late in this game, it could be quite chilly up here because this wind is really coming. Probably a bit less at ground level versus Emily and I up here in the scaffold. Ball's played forward for Karmas. Runs out of room after a heavy touch. It's the Ravens who have created opportunities early. Giles. Shannon tried to keep that in, but I think it was already out off of Shannon. Now Coleman plays it forward. Middleton strong in the challenge with Pepino. Forward for Egan Brown, able to spin away from one, not the second. And Brooklyn Hudson unleashes a strike that doesn't trouble Coleman in goals. Coleman goes long. Off the ribbon of Chloe Middleton, that signature hairdo that's been sported in this league for many years. Captain always matches her ribbon to whatever team she's playing for, which at NPL level has always been the Stingrays, but has plenty of A-League experience, so you might have seen her before wearing a green of Canberra United. Allen plays across the back. Kilbride. Sunaga just mistimes the connection there with Laura Murtaugh. Now these opening 5 minutes, Emily, who do you think started the strongest?
I think we've got two pretty even teams here. I think both have come out with the intent to attack here. I think Ravens have probably held a little bit more of the game as they go forward here. But intercepted there to Brooklyn Hudson. He's got some room. And just the foul.
First foul of the game. Pretty soft in the scheme of things, but absolutely a foul there from Angelina Scamadella. One of many new recruits to this Gladesville Ravens side who took their time to sort of gel into the season. Arguably they still may be. They only got their first win last week. Beat the Western City Rangers 4-1 last week, the Ravens, and are looking to go back-to-back with 3 points as Ruby Egan Brown drifts across the field.
Support.
Cross comes in. Stingrays thought it took a deflection. I have to say I probably agree with them, but nonetheless, goal kick coming here for the Ravens. Good distance on her goal kick. Karmas. Villa received a slight push in the back as she jumped up. Allen switches play quickly. Morgan Roberts
by Roche and has a little bit of assistance. Let's get it back in her hands, and her hand looks to be in a bit of pain. That's a real problem for a goalkeeper if they've picked up a sore hand. Williams with the head. Flicks it on well, but no Stingrays running through. Sunaga brought the ball down only for Middleton to pinch it quickly. Now Egan Brown. As I said, the Ravens, plenty of new recruits. The Stingrays have also picked up a few new faces to sport pink this season. Ruby Egan Brown joined from Sydney University. Roberts throws inside. Middleton threw herself at the ball to try and win it, but in vain. Murtagh squares it to Karmas. For 1-2. Cut out that pass coming in. It almost looked like she was going to steer it into her own net, but a good defensive effort there from Ella Giles, and first corner of the game in coming for the Gladesville Ravens. They're starting to combine well in that attacking third, aren't they, Emily?
Yeah, I think, as we said, it's taken them the first 3 weeks to kind of come together as that team. They have got a few new players, but I think last week we did really see them connecting, and they have the goals in them. So with this corner here coming in from Pepino, I'm sure we're going to see a great effort here.
As Pepino delivers the ball in towards the near post, it's headed away by Hudson, and Halios Lewis can pick up that second ball. As you said, they had goals in them last week, a 4-1 win over the Western City Rangers. The week before, though, they got the exact same scoreline coming at them. Sydney University beat the Ravens 4-1 right here at Christie Park as well, so I think it's fair to say, although early in the season that was a bit of an upset that many people weren't expecting. Just shows the resolve and the culture of a club, though, that you can get beat pretty badly and turn it around in just 7 days. Villa off her chest, and it'll be a Stingrays throw. Bit of contention there on the decision, but eventually awarded a Stingrays throw. Williams has been held up. Brushes past Pepino, but Villa is there to step in. Stingrays just working their way up and down their right-hand sideline. Throw goes over the head of Baggio. She has a strong tackle there. Lucy Baggio. As Roberts plays forward to Karmas. Pepino, and Roberts is screaming for the ball as she makes an advance run as a fullback. Played for many years on this ground as in yellow. As a Nawa Koala's player. And it's not much ground, but ball's played on there despite it being pretty obviously out. Roberts also spent most of her Spirit playing career as a winger, and now on this Ravens side, a little bit deeper in that full-back role, but still has a forward she can use that. She's around the league. Pepino looking to turn out of trouble. Strong tackle there Hudson, and she goes in again. Free kick's been awarded, a little bit too much from Brooklyn Hudson there, says our referee. This is another good chance here for Giselle Pepino. Onto the side after signing from Apia Leichhardt in the off-season. Delivers it towards the 6-yard line. It's bouncing around, and Roche scoops it up after a couple of bounces inside her box. Puts boot through ball and off the head of Roberts. Sinaga with a clever flip onto Pepino. Lena Karmas. Now Kaylee Shannon, who was offside. It's the Ravens who seem to be combining quite nicely in the last few minutes here, Emily.
Yeah, they've connected some great passes. It hasn't given the Stingrays a chance to get out. They have all the chances in this game so far. As Thompson comes forward here, up the line, but that one's just going to run out there.
Stingrays, struggling to get combinations to lead to actual opportunities and chances on goal, whereas the Ravens seem to have that one extra pass, that little bit more quality in them. As I say that, Villa gives up the ball cheaply. Now Williams. Roberts clears the ball quickly out of trouble. Stingrays will come again.
Yeah, I think as we're seeing, the Ravens are definitely connecting more. As it is worth noting, in their last game, they had 4 different goal scorers. The Stingrays here have only had the one goal scorer in their 3 games, who is not on the field, which is worth noting. But they've got the corner here, so let's see if they can have a new goal scorer come up.
Chloe, you're out of it. Adelaide, have a look at the picture. Look at the picture in there, Eddie.
Steer this ball into the goal.
Wales, let's go a little bit, and it comes out there. No, it's too wide.
It's driven in onto the roof of the net. A little too much curl there from Thompson.
Okay, 1 and 2 girls, come up. Keep going.
As Emily hits it to there. She's scored the only Stingrays goals this season.
Girls, come at the ball.
A super sub. And that's what she's called to do again today. She waits her chance to get on the field and sits on the bench. Ping-ponging around. It's Stingrays who come away with it until Kilbride decides enough of that and puts boot through ball. Sinaga. Murtaugh's on side. Roche was quick off her line. Had to be. Murtaugh bearing down on goal. Pino.
Inside!
Room out on that right for Ravens. Roberts crosses by Thompson. Hudson for Egan Brown. A bit of a miscommunication there. Thompson and Egan Brown. Teammates this season and just not on the same page there. Kilbride. People on the edge of their seats here at Christie Park, but didn't lead to a shot on goal. Instead, the Ravens will have a throw-in well into Illawarra territory. It goes off and away. Instead, the Stingrays forced to head back, and Giles, one of several local juniors in this Illawarra side, proud to develop football on the south coast. Forced to pick up the throw. Been great at providing link-up play. I think Promise has looked really strong when they're going out of trouble. The Ravens, she's just able to link up well with the midfield, get more teammates involved, and the Ravens are really attacking in numbers. And that's hard. Strong inception. And Giles repays the favour. Roberts well read. Well-timed challenge. Stingrays are just going further and further back. And now they've lost it entirely. Here's Pepino. Stepping inside. Tries to find that ball through the back line to Shannon. Roberts. Like effort. Roberts on a tight angle. Very close to opening the scoring there, and it was a fantastic shot from wide and a really tough angle there from Roberts, but she's got some pretty spectacular things in her career. Lewis has been that jersey definitely was pulled there.
No need to give fouls in the corners. Gisela!
20 minutes into this matchup now, Emily. Still 0-0.
Keep going! Look in there! Yeah, good girl.
Ravens have definitely looked more threatening in that final third. All coming from for the home side.
Definitely, as we see, they've had many chances. I think the main one is going to be Lena Thomas in the middle has been passing it out to those wide players. They've had a wide shot, which I think is
To be the game plan right now at Christie. Stingrays. That long ball seems to be played. Speed up front. That means when they get it, if they get it, rather isolated. Scamadella's skips away from trouble with ease. And there it is, Lena comes, the great kick. Excellent defending. Last line effort there that saves the day. Annabella Pinker, crucial defending in that back line, and her time had an open net if she'd backed her left foot. She will rue that opportunity. Thompson wins the 2-on-1 defensive challenge. Strong effort from the Stingrays midfielder. to win it back. Gladesville Cider. Get the game going. Roberts. Outwide to Murtaugh. Up for offside on Lena Karmas. Really? Without being too harsh. Ravens should be up 1-0 right now.
Yeah, she had an open goal there. It was an excellent interception from Card there, but she definitely should have slotted that away. She had the open goal. She had the unable to put it in.
Fine run and a fantastic first touch. And as the ball bobbled, not quick enough to slot home. Which absolutely what the ball would have been.
Come on, you gotta connect there, girls. Work now, work now.
Either way, it could be a boost in the back. They know they're creating well. They know that it's on the way. Meanwhile, for the Stingrays, they've just saved a goal. They've been resolute in defence. Can they turn that into some attacking momentum? It's Pepino on the ball. Forced back to the Ravens. Keep right. All the way back to Coleman, who has to go long. It's put down well by Brooklyn Hudson. A flexible effort getting her foot that high. Now Adelaide Thompson. Up quickly here, the Ravens.
That's it, Casey, good girl.
Ruby Egan Brown successfully pulls off the first spin, the second one leads to trouble. Lena Karmas scoots away from Jasmine Lena, not Lucy Baggio.
Lena, hold out, Bailey's good.
Miles drives forward. Baggio comes up second best in that challenge.
Another Stingray throw to come.
Keep working, come on. Go, Reeves. Let's go again.
Pressing down this field very simply. Continuously throw-ins and work themselves well down the field.
Work there.
Inside the Ravens box now. There's a little bit of fuss around with it. Egan Brown is able to get a shot off, but not really a challenging one yet. Ravens need a little bit more urgency to clear the ball from the box there.
Yeah, they were giving Illawarra quite a few chances there when they should have just really been clearing that out. But we are seeing a little bit more connecting from Stingrays now. Nothing too dangerous yet, but I'm sure we'll be seeing more of this connection.
Absolutely. This confrontation will be fiery the rest of the game. Baggio and Scamadella seem to be in a fiery matchup. Thompson scoots away with the ball. She has run it. By Middleton, but Scamadella is up to the defensive task. Baggio loses out. Jelena Scamadella squares it for Pepino, who has a little bit of room to move. Now Morgan Roberts getting into those wide channels. Try to go further wide for Murtaugh. Lauren Phelps is incensed. by that call. Was adamant that it should have been a corner for her Ravens side. There's been a few decisions like that now where players or coaches are not happy. Nonetheless, the game moves on. Stingrays looking to be a little bit more calm on the ball. Pushing it forward earlier. It's up there by Mercer. All sorts of pressure and does well to escape the incoming Kaylee Shannon. Hallius Lewis is allowed to travel a long way into Ravens territory. Now Hudson cuts around Roberts. Still going. It's wide now to Egan Brown, and Stingrays will have themselves a corner.
Ella, Buzzy Bees. Come, Buzzy Bees. Buzzy Bees. But get it a bit deeper, a bit wider. Let them know.
It's Adelaide Thompson who will head out to take the set piece. Every single Ravens player is back inside their box, ready to defend.
Get ready for Wales. Look outside it.
I'm not sure why that delivery was not allowed to play. Stingrays will get another go. Take two for Adelaide Thompson.
Back post, stay there, Jesse.
Going back to Thompson. Miss kick that's brought down well by Hudson.
Go in, Eddie.
Thompson, ball forward for Egan Brown. Winds up a shot. It's blocked by Scamadella.
Back. Come, Chloe, track.
Villa does extremely well to beat Middleton to the ball and picks up a free kick for her side. Made her starting first grade debut last week for the Ravens.
I don't want to keep saying that, okay?
And clearly impressed. She's back in the starting lineup for this round 4 matchup. The Gladesville Ravens and the Illawarra Stingrays. It's just ticked over the half-hour mark. Still 0-0 here at Cricket. Excitement between both of them. Opening half an hour. Who would you say is on top?
I think it's a little bit hard to tell now. Ravens definitely came out starting the stronger side, but Stingrays took a little bit of a swing there in momentum, and they had a few good chances there. But I think Ravens here, going forward, nothing too dangerous there.
As we said pre-game, it is probably the most even matchup on paper you've ever seen in this league. Equal on points. 3 rounds in, they've both had the 1 win, 2 losses. They both have a goal difference that matches on 3, and really, these two sides, very even in gameplay as well, as Roche. Quickly, Hallius Lewis does. Ball was travelling quickly. Hallius Lewis is an NPL Women's New South Wales champion 2 seasons ago with the MacArthur Rams. Moved down to the Stingrays last year in search of a little bit more first grade playing time. Done well for herself, turned into a regular starter on the South Coast. As Roberts whips in across. Karmas lurking in that box and meets the ball well. And she goes up and under, and that ball rises. Ravens are really knocking on the door now.
Tuck in now, let's go. Really good in there. Tuck in.
Roche. There's long Allen. A little bit of a mix up there with Sinaga. Allows Williams onto the ball, who plays a poor pass. Now Pinkard. Another poor pass there from the Stingrays. Accuracy becoming an issue. Switch of play there. Shannon changes swings from the safe arms of Roche. Lewis. Limon. Hudson. Tackled immediately by Middleton. Gio skips inside and her shot is blocked on the defensive line. Murtagh now. Roberts with pace to burn. Sprints almost the entire length of the field and then pulls the cross. Speed for days. She's also sporting the captain's armband, so Morgan Roberts. Plenty of experience and leadership for this Ravens side. Williams. Surrounded by Ravens. Williams still going though. Cross coming in towards Egan Brown. It's ever reliable Roberts who gets in the way. Stingray's corner is coming up here. Thompson who takes it. Corner taken from both sides for this Stingrays team. Played short quickly. Booker Hudson. Back to Adelaide Thompson. Lena Halios Lewis whips the ball into the area towards the head of Giles. Back to Middleton. Up and under that ball and over the crossbar. Only slightly though, it drops quickly.
Yeah, not too far off there. It was a lot closer than it was looking at first shot. I think that was one of the better chances there from Illawarra that they've had so far.
Absolutely. It got very high off the boot, but came down just quickly. The head of Williams, then Thompson. She'll have to do well to beat Roberts for pace.
Nice and wide, Lucy.
Like that
You might have to go up. Good girl. Make a decision, love. Good girl. Hey, can you see Lucy?
Thompson inside. Hudson able to spin and face forwards. Back now for Pinkard.
Gotta work there.
Put away by Villa.
Well done, Bella, it's better.
It's back with the Stingrays.
Go,
Starting to put together a long patch of possession. Very obvious foul there.
Yeah, Brookie, put it in, Brookie.
Both arms.
Sorry, hold the pocket. Yeah, well, that's it. Eddie, yeah, look for it.
Hudson and Thompson. Moves away.
Get in the box.
Gets the cross in off the head of Sunaga. Just might be the shortest player on the pitch to get that header. Very obvious foul there from the Stingrays captain.
Face up! Face up! Hey! 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 Righto!
What are you doing?
The card as well.
How's that not a card? Yeah, she's standing anyway.
Lauren Phelps not happy with the defensive trait from Ellie Williams. Calls for a card, and that's what she gets.
Hey, ref, just make sure it goes both ways. I'll let you know about it.
Stingrays now saying that Ravens have too much influence over these referees, and it did take a while for that decision to be made.
Up you go, girl.
Took
Come on.
Ravens feedback before that decision was made. Pino, sorry. Now for Miku Sunaga. Early ball in. Shane, quick off her line.
Get set again.
Had to be because competition was approaching. Giles. Gio. Gio off the throw. Surrounded by two players.
Work there!
Ahead of Williams. Shinaga. Player of the season league-wide from a couple of years ago during her time at the MacArthur Rams. Made the switch to the Ravens. Across Miku Sunaga. Roche. Teammates back at the MacArthur Rams this season. Roche to join the Stingrays. Sunaga. The Ravens now in year 2 for Miku Sunaga. Limon. Into that left wing. Ruby Egan Brown. Brooklyn Hudson's gone to ground in an off the ball incident. Back up on her feet though. Giles. Williams. Goes wide. Harris Lewis. Ball comes in low.
Keep going!
Allen.
You can step there, Wales. You
That
step
was
there.
Shannon. Comes. Able to hold the ball up. That's Villa. Cora Villa. Harris initially makes the tackle. She stayed on the ground though and struggling to get up as Pepino unleashed. Really unfortunate scenes there for the Stingrays fullback. Just a few minutes out from halftime here. You see the halftime message being for these sides.
I think it's just going to be a lot more attacking from both teams. I think both teams have been good. They've had their chances. They just haven't been able to put it away. Ravens probably have had the better chances. Should be
Illawarra, this way please. It's warming up.
but this right here is not looking good at all. Looks like she's just grabbed her knee as she's gone down there. Not what you want to see from any player.
Really unfortunate scenes here. Just went into the tackle strongly and just flopped upon first contact. Said they're grabbing the knee. It did not look good. She is in all sorts of pain. Players now coming to the sideline, getting some much needed hydration and also a little bit of feedback from the coaching staff. But as you said there, Emily, it's, as you can imagine, it's got to be more clinical. You've got to put your chances away, make them count. Ravens even had one with an open net tucked inside the box. There should have been 1-0 chance. In this league, should have, could have, would have. At the end of the day, it's what you actually do out there, and as things stand, it's 0-0 between the Gladesville Ravens and the Illawarra Stingrays. Back onto her feet, which is great. She's off on the sideline and getting a bit more treatment.
Lana, be ready.
Preparing a substitution, Lana El Cordy maybe called into the action early, but given the thumbs up. It's good to continue. Just freaked her out. Sure.
Wait for the referee. Wait for the referee.
Now that she's running with a limp, just have to keep an eye on for the Stingrays. And she is gone. I think she was trying to convince herself she was okay. Or Helios was erupts into tears now. Unfortunate to say it, but that does look like a serious injury. Never pleasant. Just shy of half time, the Stingrays will be forced to turn to their bench. It's Lana El Cordy who will replace Helena Halios Lewis, forced from the field due to injury and serious injury. Those can often take a whole year to rehabilitate.
Right, let's go, let's play! That's it, Lana, nice and correct.
Drives forward. With love. To be able to break this deadlock before half time. They love it too, but probably just want to see it out to half time. They've had to
Minimum 2.
go to the bench early.
Minimum 2 minutes. Right?
Linesman's just announced there'll be 2 additional minutes from treatment for Halios Lewis. That's Lena Karmas who's down after a challenge. And she's yet to get back up, so it's turning into a war zone out there. That would be a devastating blow for the Ravens to lose Lena Karmas in the first half. Still on the ground, Emily. Really unfortunate for the Ravens if Lena Karmas can't play the rest of this game.
Yeah, an unfortunate last few minutes in this game. You never want to see any players go down. She's not looking too comfortable there, but she's got him back up, and it looks like she's going to get into position here for their free kick.
She'll try and see out this first half. Can't be long remaining, but Thomas with a clear limp. Pino to take this free kick. Egan Brown. This is for Badger. She has Middleton. Middleton, just one step. Made to reach that ball. Agonizingly close. Instead, the Ravens get another crack at the goal. It's given up relatively cheaply there by Laura Murtaugh. Card. Hudson looks inside. Thompson had overrun that pass. Now Sunaga still going as Miku Sunaga. Eventually tackled by Pinkard, who is then tripped up for her efforts. And Pinkard's been really strong at the back. Stopped it. Looked like a certain goal earlier, and then made a strong challenge there on Stingrays. Thought there might have been a yellow card in that challenge. Not to be. And no goals in that first half. It's 0-0 between the Gladesville Ravens and the Illawarra Stingrays. What do you make of the first 45?
I think this first 45 has been pretty even. I think Ravens have definitely had the better chances. Obviously, that one on open goal from Murtaugh should have definitely been putting them 1-0 up going into the change rooms. But credit to both teams at keeping it at 0-0, and hopefully we'll see many more chances and hopefully some goals in the second half.
Still all to play for both sides. Stay tuned after this short halftime break for all your second half action live here from Christie Park between the Gladesville Ravens and Illawarra Stingrays. Second half action about to get underway here at Christie Park. As things stand, the Gladesville Ravens, Illawarra Stingrays still locked up, 0-0 between these two sides. Banfield here joined by Emily. Went down with a presumed knee injury, and Lana El-Cordy came on as the right back. But Emily, what did you make of that first half?
Both teams did well in that first half. They both had chances, and we're here out for the second half.
Absolutely, you've got to make your chances count in a league like this, where it's so competitive. Tough to get another. You've worked that hard to create an opportunity. Got to be clinical in the final third. Throw is headed towards Lena Karmas, broken up by Chloe Middleton. Middleton looks to be in some pain. El-Cordy almost set up Lena Karmas. Substitute with a interesting effort there at the back. But Chloe Middleton is struggling. Walking very gingerly is Chloe Middleton. She's full of grit, full of heart and passion for Illawarra football, and no doubt given her Lemon, a new signing this year from NSW, who last check were up 3-0 in their game against the reigning premiers, Bulls FC Academy.
Up, step! Up we go! Be wary, Ruby.
Forced back.
That's it, Brookie. I'll drop back in on the 6th screen, please. That's it, run on, Brookie. Get Ruby. Work there. Work at it.
For Murtaugh.
Good girls, well done. That's it, Ailes. That's it, Brookie. Brookie, Ailes, screen. Good.
Loud cheers are up to Christie Park. Don't forget there are two fields in this complex. Nothing quite that exciting going on in this NPL game just yet. But Morgan Roberts has gone to ground, just getting back up to her feet now. Morgan Brown. Handball off of her thigh.
Okay, 1 and 2. Get a second ball out. Just on the other side of her, Ribby. On the other side of her. Go with the Ribby, get goal side.
It's delivered in by Kilbride. Puts it almost on the penalty spot. Pepino winds up.
Work now, Brookie.
They can still have it. They'll come again.
Working.
Needs to settle a little bit.
And
now the Stingrays. They can find the switch. There's plenty of room on that right hand side. Foul there.
Okay, sunshine. Good job, Brookie.
Nonetheless, Illawarra will have themselves a free kick. Brooklyn Hudson.
Right next time. Get down, Jazzy. It's all right. And then it comes out, Chloe. Step right in there. Son.
Brooklyn Hudson delivers, takes a bounce, and then into Colton, safe hands. Sun setting it that. She's put on a hat for this second half. It's creating all sorts of shadows across this field.
Help Chloe out!
Middleton, very aggressive challenge on Pepino. She'll be lucky to avoid a yellow card there, Chloe Middleton. That very aggressive and really she had no eye for the ball. So I think getting a warning, getting off well there for Middleton. Ravens will be looking to make the Stingrays pay. It's right on the edge of the box.
Back post. Got a track
Wide
off.
of the goal.
Second ball.
Lena Karmas. Such an experienced player. Such a talented footballer. Lines up and just over the net. Around Christy Park as it wobbled the net on the way through. Pink card for Hudson. Under all sorts of pressure.
Again, where's the next link? That's it. Eddie, forward. Have a look over.
Hudson for Giles, who is in a dangerous situation. Karmas tries to spin through the bomb. Does beat the defender, but can't catch up to the ball.
Keep going!
Long drop punt from Kiara Roche. Going from defence to attack with one ball. Here's El Cordy, the substitute. It's a bounce and goes the whole way through the box without a touch. Looking for Karmas, who came from an offside position. She wants VAR on that call, I think. A little way away from that technology. Williams. She's found herself in a corner, will struggle to get out, but she does manage to keep the ball with her side through a throw-in. Roberts has to clear it for a Stingrays throw. Helena Helios-Lewis has rejoined her teammates on the bench. Difficult. Right. Touch. Williams flips it on. Middleton cuts inside, but she was offside. card.
Don't work in front.
Sunaga flicks off her head.
Face. Lucy.
Now Egan Brown has some room. Great ball for Hudson. Stingrays pressing forward quickly. Egan Brown, the 1-2 doesn't come off. She makes up for it with a tackle. Still curling balls for Baggio. Lucy Baggio Baggio. Egan Brown is standing into the box. Baggio goes down, so does Scamadella. They both pop up. It's play on. And then Scamadella pops a yellow. Right on the edge.
Deal about it. It's the rules. 11 people allowed. That's it. There's only 11. So that's it. Why haven't we got to people? Okay, they're allowed 12. You got to hang up for nothing, mate. You know the rules, yeah?
Couldn't get any closer to a penalty than that. Whisker away from the box.
Let it go, mate. Just let it go. Let it go. All right, I'll be ignoring you from now. You're under pressure.
Cliff Hudson stands over this ball. Every Raven is back in the box. Hudson's ball in. This is everyone, which is surprising considering just how many players were around.
Yeah.
Champion teammates together at the MacArthur Rams. Now with different jerseys, but once again teammates. Ravens. The ball's played down the right sideline. Baggio keeps it in. Cuts inside. Baggio. Inside another free kick. Bit further back. This time. The Stingrays are starting to build some real momentum here, Emily.
Yeah, the Stingrays have had all the chances in these last few minutes here. Several free kicks, which probably isn't the best for the Ravens. They've just been allowing them to have these set pieces, and it feels like one's going to come.
Hudson's ball in. Giles looks to be heading the ball like a defender there, back towards the ring. Gillis ball goes wide. Hudson. Now El Cordy. It's been a little bit of a switch. Egan Brown's headed out to the right wing. Baggio's gone to the left. Egan Brown's crossing. Coleman had to stretch. But saves it well. Eliza Coleman. Thompson's touch a little bit heavy. Ravens are invited in. Mickey Sunaga. Gladesville gets the ball out to Roberts. Squares it for Shannon. Shannon has room to wind up a shot, but it'll take more than that to trouble Kiara Roche.
Linesman. Next out, mate.
Their second substitution of the game.
Good.
Here it comes. Both teams will be substituting. Aileen Williams finished. Emily Kelly. And for the home side, Taylor Shannon is finished for the evening. And Annie Hall.
Go look for the Ruby run.
Nikki Sunaga shifts out to a left winger.
Keep going.
Scott in midfield.
Morgan,
Brown shifts into striker for the Stingrays, and Kelly. Confusion there, referee was just noting down those substitutions, and now play can resume. Pino flicks it in by Giles. Murtagh with another cross. And then Kelly with her first touching substitute almost crosses it to the opposing team. Roche
pocket close.
Over. Final quarter of the game. Still 0-0 between these two sides. That hasn't been for lack of trying though, Emily. There's been some big chances for both sides.
We've seen some massive chances for both sides. Both teams should definitely have a goal by now. But here we are, still 0-0.
Absolutely. Here come the Ravens once again. They have numbers. They have the advantage. Murtagh with a pass towards the goal. Laura Murtagh saved by Roche. Still in the box though. Mika Sunaga trickling towards the line. And what a play! There. Jasmine Limon throws herself at the ball. What a patch of defensive work there from the Stingrays. Just said it then. There have been a few chances where it looked certain that a goal was about to be scored, and the defence in this game just stood up time after time on both sides of the field. Mikusunaga, his right-hand side of the field, will take the corner. Stingrays aren't out of trouble yet. Here it comes. It's low, driven in, bounces all the way through. Has to go back.
Keep going, Lana. Keep going. Work there. Good rookie. Go on, Lana.
And Kelly slightly mistimed the pass to Lana El-Khoury. See the thinking there. Hudson isn't sure about it, and then Murtagh's across. A little bit of a block to the head. Strong run, and then disappointed with how it finished.
Next one.
It's really cooling down here at Christie Park. There's a reason this ground's got the nickname the Arctic Circle. Especially up here in commentary area. Get all the wind. The players. Relief for them. Playing 75 minutes. 15 in this game. Still 0-0 despite some fantastic chances. Really, you don't feel belief that this game is still scoreless. Roberts makes the ball well. Pino who brings it down. Moves it quickly. Stingrays. Lana El-Khoury, team's only goal scorer through the first 3 rounds this season. Really, through round 4 as well, it's still 0-0. Pino. Sunaga. By Giles. Noah Giles has been resolute in defence this afternoon.
This side.
Brown's out there. Wing. Just turned on here at Christie Park. As well. Sun's gone down and final bit of daylight stretching on here at Macquarie. Nice throw. Cleared. Gladesville. An easy let off. Well for now. Free kicks given. Pushing it back from Baggio.
Eddie. Lana, get back, Lana. Go, keep it tight there. Go there, good space there, you can go either way.
Zella with the throw it. Capino scoops. And oncoming pressure. Lena Carmen.
Back, Emily, good girl.
Forward from there. Annie Halls. Murtagh was offside. Ravens still have quite a few names on that bench. Only the one substitution so far. Fresh legs that can be brought on if they can change the tide of the game. Roberts lines up. Effort from her. She'll get another go. Goes away Brooklyn Hudson, but Ravens run goal there, Emily. What do you...
Yeah, a bit of a technical foul there from Hudson, I think. It's a little bit far out for a shot here, but it's an excellent opportunity for a free kick.
Too deep from there.
Absolutely, but the Ravens made a couple of passes since Pepino went down, and Thomas had a free pass to goal. I think the Stingrays would be happy with that outcome. Yes, Hudson picks up a yellow.
Does it work there? Come, Ruby, Brookie!
Set back into the fray by Cora Villa.
Okay, forward!
Now the Stingrays.
Can you see Lucy on the
Out of
side?
trouble. In numbers. Kelly's
Well done, Annie. Come on, work!
intercepted.
Come on. Lucy, stay high, Lucy.
Now pink card. Roberts gets the header. Kelly kicks it in, and Kelly's pass is wayward.
Okay, come on, let's go. One and two. Come on, go.
Middleton. This possesses Villa.
Good. Forward, Lucy.
Now Thompson. She's stopped by Halls. Find the run of Halls, unable to do so. End-to-end affair.
Not too deep.
Final 10 minutes of regulation. Still 0-0.
Work there.
Rather surprising. If you go back and look at these highlights, there's been plenty. They just haven't made it into the net. Here's a chance for the Ravens, and it's stopped once again by Roche. Headed away by Lamont. The Ravens just had plenty of fantastic opportunities.
Go again, Ray.
How Roche and goals has been on another level. You said it before the game.
Maddie C.
She had a great game last week. Only one went in against a really strong NSW side. So far, still scoreless, despite the Reds knocking at that door, pounding on that door several times. Pino's corner. Cross.
Go right there.
Another cross. Yeah, well by Carmen.
Get it out.
Halls puts it
Out.
into the action. Pepino from wide. Still in play. Off
Go,
the back
go,
of
still in.
Martag's head. Roberts late in the game. Still double. So much energy and wins her side of corner. Just a back and forth ping ponging.
Go again, Ray. Stay focused, girls.
Had lots of corners. A goal out of any of this momentum. Gladesville Ravens desperate to get their second win of the season. Went well.
Way. Lucy, go!
Lauren Murtagh is down. She's clutching a knee.
Linesman.
Change will come for the Stingrays during this break.
Rookie. Addie, you play with Chloe, and Catchy's come in the middle.
Brooklyn Hudson is done for the evening. Madison Kashia.
Catchy can pick up. Pick up.
Murtagh back up on her feet, doing a couple of hops, and hopefully it'll be good to continue. Surprised she hasn't been made to at least go on the side. Normally after medical treatment you have to stand off and be waved back on. And eventually that substitution for the Gladesville Ravens. Well, they were planning to, and have to wait. There's the most recent substitute, Katya. Touches on her hand.
Come on.
There's the substitution. Olivia Levi
Ella,
replaces
Bell.
Right,
What's
Murtagh.
wrong? 1 and 2.
Long way out. Towards Roberts, who's now shifted up onto that right wing position.
Tighten up.
She's probably more familiar with over her
Ella, stay with Thomas.
and Levi replaces
Jazzy in
her
the middle.
in the back line.
3v2 there.
Here she is. Most recent substitute.
Work there,
Levi's first couple of touches.
Chloe.
Cora Villa is met in a strong challenge. She's back up quickly. A testament to her toughness.
Let's go, Bella. Let's dig in, Race.
Levi for Halls. Oh, just over the top of her head. Pepino.
Let's go. Work through, Marie.
Pulled by Limon. Now for Egan Brown, and that's a handball.
Face up. Hey. Drop off, Ruby. Drop off. Let's go. Lucy, get ready to go forward quickly.
It's the final 5 minutes
Watch it, it's fine.
of the 90. Still 0-0 between the Gladesville Ravens and the Illawarra Stingrays. Teal Kilbride delivers a ball to the area. It's dealt with by the Stingrays initially. Pepino got inside. Giles makes a good tackle. Keeps it in as well. I think Ravens getting ready to pick the ball up for a throw in, but
Don't stand there, Ray.
come the Ravens now. Villa. Cross comes in.
Go in.
Emily Kelly
Go.
does it over the top.
Guys, you gotta get up. Stop.
Ravens have had all the momentum in these last 5 or so minutes. Slices across the ball.
That's all they're doing, guys. The flicks.
It's away from the goal. There's been a wonderful
Tuck
assist.
it up. Come on, Race. No more ball watching. Gotta
Not to
compete.
be. Very late scoreless in your round 4 match of the round. Nice to find a winner. Nice for a goal. Come. Three. Going away there. Ravens just
kids, let's go! Try and hold up the top there and link, please. Get across. Tighten it up. Tighten up. And work in there.
O'Shea goes long. Over the halfway line. Egan Brown. Egan Brown is spinning out to her right. Now for Baggio. Katia. Madison Katchia's shot or cross. Could be either. Either way. Final minutes. Urgency out there from all of these players, especially the Ravens. Probably have the upper hand. That's in gameplay. That's not on the scoreboard. As things stand right now, both teams will take just 1 point out of this clash. They want all three. Considering how competitive this league is, just the top 4 make it out. Roberts was onside. Force wide, Giles. Ball forward for Kelly. In this league, it's games like this. You pick up, you drop points, come back to bite you later. Both of these teams fancy themselves as a contender and want to compete for finals. They want this season.
Grab it.
Stingrays desperate for that to be a foul throw. I believe I had 2 attempts on the throw-in. Inside for Scaldella. Finally decides to put the draw in their opening 3 games. 1 win, 2 losses. Seconds tick down in this match. Allen. Hands down. She hasn't moved a muscle. It's a hefty collision with the Stingrays' Lucy Baggio. She's clutching her head, which is not a good sign. But as we tick over into stoppage time here, Emily, how does either team find a winner? How do they find a way to get 3 points?
3. Are we telling 3?
At this point, it's just anyone that can put it in the back of the net. Both teams have had their chances. Ravens are really going for it at this late stage. But it's letting the game really open up. It's been end to end. And we can get that feeling. Any goal now will win it.
Before this injury to Keisha Allen, right on the stroke of the 90, just said there would be at least 3 additional minutes in this match. Likely to be more now. Ravens have tried to go aerial in these last few minutes. Long balls, get ahead on it, flick it into some chaotic surroundings, and then find a tap in. The Stingrays, they've had less opportunities. They're trying to spread it wide quickly, get it to some of these really speedy, athletic plays that they just churn out down there on the South Coast. It's an absolute factory of football talent. New South Wales, heard many of our current Matildas, the likes of Caitlin Ford, Michelle Heyman coming through the Stingrays pathway. Even Fowler did a year in the Stingrays senior program. Coming over to the bench and telling maybe her team coaches, but pick it up too, that Keisha Allen has cut open her eye above her eyebrow, split it open, and that's what's causing this delay. The momentum was building. The energy was absolutely through the roof in this game. There's
Wait till she comes on.
not long to play. still 0-0 between the Gladesville Ravens and the Illawarra Stingrays. Might be one of the most attacking and exciting 0-0 draws that I've ever seen in football. What do you make of it? So
I would say we've had just about everything except for the goal. I think this game definitely deserves a goal, but I think both teams have been pretty even, and I think the draw is definitely a reflection of that. But we're not done yet. We've still got a few more minutes to play here. Once we get underway after this.
that's the thing. In a league like this, such a competitive situation, the NPL, New South Wales Women's Competition, only four make it to the front. These best teams, they separate themselves. Even when it's been an even sort of game, they can snag a winner. They can find a way to take 3 points to their club. Back up. It's good to continue. She's got a bandage going around her head to protect from that cut on her face.
No sub?
No blood.
No sub? Go, Rose! Emily, a bit higher. Higher.
Scamadella.
Hi, Emily.
It's one back by the Stingrays. Long. Bouncing around neither team. Settle. It's gone out.
Just that middle pocket. Just there, Emily, just there, because you're okay there. Watch the midfield, though. The guy in the midfield. Just watch that midfield in the middle.
Spinning inside. It's a wall of pink defence.
Kick up. Step up!
It's the Ravens who are pressing. The Ravens who are hunting for a winner.
Okay, work there!
Gilbride for Hall.
Go, Ed. Well, let's go, Billy, go, quick! Let's go! Em, go, Em. Go. Step up! Come on, girls!
Ravens will have to go the full length of the field.
Not
The
close!
Stingrays have anything to do with it though. Catch yet.
Help me!
Too aggressive. According to the referee, Scamadella plays it quickly. Sunaga actually ducked under the ball. Cordy comes away. Good tackle. A great ball through the gap. Baggio is taken out by Allen. Lucky. I was about to say lucky to avoid a card, but Keisha Allen does pick up the yellow card. It's
Coach, 1 more minute. He said 3 once we started. I've got 1 left.
About 2 minutes ago.
just 1 minute. The Stingrays have themselves incredible opportunity to take the lead late. It would be against the run of recent play.
Hey!
Can the Stingrays team be rewarded for all their defensive work, the pressure they've absorbed? Drive back to the south coast that little bit sweeter if they're celebrating a victory. It's Adelaide Thompson. A number of set pieces today. Can she make this one count? Thompson. It's met well by Kelly. Still in the area. Palmer's clears. And then Roberts. Pinkard. Over the top. Allen heads away. Halls flicks forward and Pinkard once again. Pino looks over her head. Falls. Expecting her teammate to continue that run. This game cannot have much more in it. Final moments for both sides. Desperate to find a goal. Stingrays have only scored in one of their games so far this season. Just Tigers 2-0. Otherwise, it's been 0-0 matches. So scoring's an issue there. Ravens still on the hunt. Ravens has been going back for pinching meters. Moments with a loud explosive. Referee did not get a yellow flag. Ravens, a free kick for a separate incident. Kilbride could very well be the last kick of the game. Teal Kilbride. Ball into the arms of Kiara Roche, who has been phenomenal. Yamadella. Middleton, and that is the full-time whistle. Frustrating evening for both sides, unable to find a goal, and things finish up 0-0 in your round 4 match of the round between the Gladesville Ravens and the Illawarra Stingrays. Emily, just a disappointing evening for both sides.
Yeah, I don't think either team's going to be too happy with that, but as a neutral watching that game, we had plenty of chances. It was a very exciting match.
Absolutely. Hold your breath multiple times, thinking the ball was about to hit the net. Not quite. Both teams pick up a point. They improve their points now up to 4 for both teams, and they remain equal in points and goal difference once again after that match could not be separated. I'm Annabelle Banfield, joined by Emily Arnold. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah.